I found a spot to eat. It's called Moroni here in Athens, and I'll go inside and see what's on the menu. Let's go. Alright, so I am inside of Moroni's, and I'm going to have a look at the menu. It has been a beautiful day here in Athens, over 90 degrees, but it's cooled off now and the wind is blowing. I'm hungry. I have actually not slept since I got in early this morning, and we'll check out the menu. Grilled octopus, no. Salad with octopus, no. Anchovy, no. What is a yes on here? Let me see. Ooh, zucchini croquettes. I've never, and these are appetizers. So I think I might want to try a zucchini croquette. And let's see what the grill options are. Let's see, so we got some salads, fried dishes, pasta, grilled dishes. Let's go back to the salads. Rocket Parmesan. Okay, do I do the Rocket Parmesan or the Moroni salad? Alright, I'm gonna try the Moroni salad.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am actually. If I can, for the appetizer, I'd like try your zucchini croquette. And I'm gonna have a salad. I'd like your Moroni salad.
As a main course?
What's that?
As a main course? As a main dish?
Yeah. That's what I like as a main dish, the salad. Is it really small?
No, it's the size of this one. It's a big one.
So yeah, I think that should be fine. Oh, and some pita bread. Yeah? Oh, okay.
So I'm not adding for the moment. If you need some more later.
Okay. Yeah.
Something to drink or just one?
Well, let's see what the. I don't want any alcoholic drinks.
I have, if you want some beer, I have a fixed free which is without alcohol. The beer
beer with alcohol beer without alcohol kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Well, there is cocktails without alcohol, so.
You know what? Let me try the beer without alcohol.
Now, very convincing, eh?
Either that or I need something to talk about. Could be both.
So I don't have something else. Probably.
No.
Something.
We'll try the beer without alcohol.
Thank you.
Jay just texted me, Jason. Apply 10.
Alright, so let me show you my beer scene alcohol. So that's beer without alcohol. Fix Aviv, whatever, Fix. Let's try it. This tastes like beer with alcohol. So whether I'll be able to sleep tonight is another story, but this tastes like beer with alcohol. Fix, Aviv, Aviv. So again, I am in Athens, and I have some 5 fun facts. Again, I went down from 10 fun facts to 5 fun facts. And as I go through my papers, let's go over those 5 fun facts. So, Greece is very central to Western culture. All right, could be even considered the cradle, so to speak, of Western culture. And Greek mythology, which many of you have probably heard of, Greek mythology was actually pretty much a religion until Christianity came. And the Christians started tearing stuff down, kind of like today, banning books. The Christians were the book banners of Greece way back when. And now we pretty much read mythology as literature, but Greek mythology was pretty much religion. Let's see. Pretty much Greece is known for its philosophers, such as Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. And if you read a lot of their things, they're kind of dark. You know, they didn't write very uplifting things, but kind of things that you can't really dispute, you know, and things that make you think, which is why they were philosophers. Greek philosophers are pretty much central to Western thought. Many of you may know that Greece is where the Olympics began, and the Olympics started way back like in 776 BC to about 393 AD, and they did not start up again up until 1896. And ironically, it wasn't someone from Greece who came up with the idea to start the Olympics back up. It was actually a Frenchman. Fun fact for you. It's been 22 years since I was last in Greece. And one of the things that I remember seeing and just totally catching me by surprise was how many stray dogs there were. It just seemed like everywhere I looked, there's a stray dog somewhere. Well, that's only... Hey, my food's coming. Oh, nice. Sweet. Look at that. That's my zucchini croquettes with some yogurt that I'm going to dig into shortly after my fun facts. So, I noticed like a lot of stray dogs. Well, it was pretty bad before the pandemic, but since the pandemic, there's an estimated more than 1 million stray dogs in the Athens area. Or was that all of Greece? Either way, it seems like all of Greece. Lots of stray dogs. So, if you want to come and take some home, I'm sure they'd love a place. My alcoholless beer. And here's another fun fact for you. Christianity pretty much came to Greece through St. Paul, for those of you that are Christians. And Greece, of course, is mentioned a lot in the New Testament, but St. Paul is pretty much credited with bringing Christianity to Europe. And so figures like Zeus and Poseidon and Apollo and Athena, Aphrodite, all those took a back seat to Jesus. So, how you feel about that, it's up to you, but it is what it is. And these are beyond my 5 fun facts, but if you notice, if you follow the news at all, you notice that Greece and Turkey although very close to each other, still have a lot of differences, and a lot of those actually stem back from when the Ottoman Empire came about. And so it's kind of been like a back and forth between Greece and Turkey for quite a long time. And as an English major, just one more thing. It's not a fact. I'm just making a statement. You can't talk about Greece without talking about Greek drama and literature. And of course, the Greek tragedies. So again, for Western culture, Greece is very central, although some people say a lot of it was actually borrowed from Egypt. There, you have that. Let's go into my zucchini croquettes. And today actually I'm going to talk a little bit about religion, since we're in Greece and I mentioned Christianity and a lot going on in the U.S. with regards to religion. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. I'll tell you a little bit about these zucchini croquettes with the yogurt. Very good. Very good. Tasty. Fresh. Hot. As in temperature. Not spice. I can't really do spicy. So yeah. A lot going on in the country right now with regards to religion, and in particular abortion. And just kind of leads you to the discussion of, or rather the question, what did the founders mean by separation of church and state? What about the people that don't believe in Jesus or Christians? Should they just bow to the will of the people that do? Is that what the founders meant? You know, that is a very valid discussion, and for many people it's already been settled. But I guess so was Roe versus Wade. So, as I pretty much say in all these podcasts, or my channel, whatever I'm calling it, elections matter. Don't think they don't. Okay, I have some more food coming, so I wasn't for sure if that was what was coming, but I'll tell you a little bit about my own religious journey. So I pretty much grew up in the church. Was made to go to church. But it's actually one of the best things that I believe happened to me, because in the church I learned a lot about community. You learn that life's not just about you. And the fellowship, whether it's the praying, whether it's the singing, where you're all there for one purpose, it means a lot. And it helped build character. It also helped with my being able to speak in front of people. And again, we pretty much had to go to church. And actually, I think a lot of the problems today, especially in our inner cities and in communities of color, specifically Black communities, there's no spiritual foundation. I don't care if it's Christianity, if it's Islam, if it's Buddhism, whatever. A lot of these younger kids have absolutely no foundation in spirituality. so they've not learned to love others, let alone themselves. So that's why it comes so easy to take someone's life.
Here, there. Thank you.
Okay, so in full disclosure, I am eating with one of my colleagues who's sitting and observing me looking crazy. And she just dropped her knife. And I know, and look at, for those of you that eat meat, look at her juicy chicken strips. That took 40 minutes to make. And I can smell the juices. It's like chicken juice. Everywhere you turn, chicken juice. Juicy chicken. So yeah, she's agreed to sit here and watch me look crazy as I talk into the phone. One more look at her chicken. Why don't you taste a bite? Taste a bite, Kim, and tell them how juicy it really is. I don't think they have an idea of how juicy it is.
So juicy.
Take a bite. Oh, did you see the juice come off her fork? And also, she's promised not to judge me for the things that'll come out of my mouth. She's sweet. Yeah, so I was talking about how there's very little foundation in many of these kids' lives with regards to religion. And even though I don't go to church anymore, and even though I don't consider myself a Christian, that foundation is still there. And I mean, I read both the Bible and the Quran, but I don't really attend any services or anything like that. But the foundation is there, and that grounding helped make me who I am, for better or worse. But it was better. And I don't know how you reinstill that, because everywhere, even like with the most conservative religious people, even their churches, don't have the same attendance figures as even 5 years ago. So to see the state of Christianity in the Western world is interesting. I remember when I first went to Sweden to hang out with some of my Swedish friends. Pretty much with the exception of the Bible Belt of Jönköping, as they told me, the area where I studied for a month while in school. Pretty much people go to church for ceremonial things, but it's not like they believe. Many of them are actually agnostic to being atheists. And again, I'm in a place where Christianity took hold in Europe and spread. These are really good, by the way. And what's really interesting is not where Christianity is dying, but where it's gotten a rebirth. And that's been in places like Africa and Asia. So I studied for half a semester in Ghana, West Africa. And this is right around the time that I was figuring out if I was going to be Christian or not. And I just remember on weekend mornings, these prayer choirs, or whatever you want to call them, go around 6 a.m, waking people up. It's like, I get it, you love Jesus, but can I sleep a few more hours? But I guess all this really goes to people's choice and, whether or not they get to believe what they want to believe. And again, separating the secular from the religious. Personally, I believe that religion is best spent within your four walls. Your relationship with your Creator is very personal. And you don't need to believe me. I have scripture that I'll share with you at the end that pretty much proves that. So it's not anybody else's job to save someone else. Work on saving yourself. The whole, abortion thing, for example. Even though personally, I prefer that, children be born, have a chance at life. That's not my decision. And then what's really ironic is a lot of the states that are rushing to institute abortion laws, if you look at how they're treating the kids that are already there, it's actually pretty appalling. If you look at the education statistics for the most conservative states that are pushing these abortion laws on non-believers, because that's what it really is. If you're fine with it, fine, but don't put that on anyone else. But if you look at the statistics, many of these states are dead last, or like the bottom 10% in education. So you want more dumb kids? Go figure. Prove you care about life by taking care of the kids that are actually there. And how about you do a little research into why women decide to get abortions in the first place? That's not anyone else's job to play God, and you don't legislate that. Even the founding fathers were not as religious as people think they were. If you actually read their information. Ooh, here comes my salad. Thank you. I don't know how I'm going to finish all this, but I will try. Yeah, so I was saying, even the founding fathers were not as religious as people think they were. And if you did your research, even Thomas Jefferson owned a Quran. So not just a Bible. He was interested in finding out more about Islam. He actually had a Quran. So, I'm going to close on this. First, I'm going to share a few more thoughts, and then I'm actually going to close on some scripture before I get back to this food, which again is really good. Greek food can be some of the healthiest food in the world, by the way. I'm sure you've heard of like the Mediterranean diet. So, not a lot of people running around with cholesterol problems and grease because they eat well and they eat fresh. Religion is best kept in your own home, in your own institutions. Even on the U.S. money, "In God We Trust," that wasn't the founders that did that. That was long after "In God We Trust" and the Pledge of Allegiance. All these things came way after the Constitution, and there's a reason for that. And I think as a nation we have to decide whether or not we believe in the Constitution. You can't just say, oh, well, the Second Amendment, guns, that's in the Constitution, but then you forget about separation of church and state. Not everybody is a Christian. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. It doesn't mean that there's a war on Christmas. Just means that not everybody is in the same religious camp as you. And respect that and honor that, just like other differences that we have amongst us. But I'm going to finish by reading a scripture as soon as I wipe my hands off. You ready? You're gonna love this one. As soon as I find it. All right, this is from Matthew chapter 6, verses 5 through 6. I need some reading glasses. Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. For then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven. Thus, when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet before you as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and in the streets, that they may be praised by others. Truly, I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret, and your Father, who sees it in secret, will reward you. And when you pray, you must not be like the hypocrites, for they have to stand and pray in the synagogues and in the street corners, that they may be seen by others. Thus I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. So basically, watch out for the people who pray the loudest, who preach the loudest about how you should live your life. Because trust me, in secret, they're living theirs. All right, this has been Food for Thought with Robert. Each week I'm progressing. The shows will look a little different, but just hang in there with me. And if you're not subscribing already, please do. I promise to have something interesting to talk about and some good food. Well, I can't promise the food will be good, but I'll definitely tell you about it. So until next time, peace, love, and hair grease.
Not terrible at all.